Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into a really quite unusual situation that happened just recently involving two Delta flights.
That's right. Flights coming from Mexico, heading to Atlanta.
Yeah, but they didn't quite make it there as planned, did they? They ended up spending an unexpected night in Alabama.
Exactly. We're diving into Delta Flight 1828, that was from Cabo San Lucas, and Flight 599 from Mexico City, both meant to land in Atlanta.
But severe weather messed things up.
Pretty much. Thunderstorms in the southeast on Thursday, April 10th, forced them to divert to Montgomery, Alabama, and that created a whole separate problem.
Okay, so we've got these two international flights, maybe, nearly 300 people total?
Around that number, yeah.
And instead of Atlanta, they land in Montgomery late Thursday night, around 10:30 p.m., I think?
That's the time, yes.
Yeah.
Both landed about then. And here's the twist.
Mm-hmm.
Montgomery Regional Airport, well, it doesn't have customs facility.
Oh, right. For international arrivals, you need customs, so they couldn't just get off the plane.
Exactly. You can't legally enter the U.S. without being processed by Customs and Border Protection. And Montgomery just isn't equipped for that.
So, what happened? They just sat there.
They had to. Passengers remained on the aircraft, on the tarmac,
For how long?
from about 10:30 p.m. Thursday night until well after 5 a.m. the next morning.
Wow. All night on the plane? That sounds awful.
Definitely uncomfortable. We heard from one passenger, Lauren Forbes, headed for Boston eventually. She described it as feeling confined and guarded.
Guarded? That sounds a bit intense.
Well, they couldn't leave. She mentioned understanding that legally, without customs, they were, quote, literally stuck on that airplane.
Makes sense, legally speaking, but still, a tough situation. How did Delta handle this? What was their response?
They put out a statement, apologized pretty sincerely, actually, told People magazine they fell short of their service standards because of the storms.
Fell short seems like an understatement for spending a night on the tarmac. Did they offer anything?
Yes, they committed to a full refund of the booking for every passenger, which is, significant.
A full refund, okay. That's something. But it does make you wonder. Montgomery. Wasn't Birmingham closer, or rather nearby, and it does have customs.
It's just over 100 miles away. Yeah, that question definitely came up.
So why not divert there?
Delta's explanation was that the storms were just too intense around Birmingham as well, made it not a feasible option at the critical time.
Ah, okay. So the weather that caused the first diversion also limited the options for where to divert.
It seems so. It highlights just how quickly things can change and the tough, real-time calls airlines have to make based on safety and conditions.
Right. And the airport in Montgomery, how did they cope with two unexpected international jets parked there all night?
Well, their website indicated things were sort of back to normal, flights back up and running after 4 a.m., so they managed the disruption and got operations going again.
Okay, so let's recap quickly. Two Delta flights from Mexico to Atlanta get diverted by storms,
Land in Montgomery, Alabama.
which lacks customs, so almost 300 people are stuck on the planes overnight.
From about 10:30 p.m. till after 5 a.m., Delta apologizes, offers full refunds.
And Birmingham wasn't an option because of the same storms.
That's the story, yeah.
It's just fascinating, isn't it? How something we take for granted, like flying internationally, relies on all these systems: weather forecasting, air traffic control, airport facilities, customs.
Absolutely. Usually it works so smoothly you don't even notice it. But when one piece, like the weather or the right kind of airport, isn't there,
The whole thing can get really complicated really fast.
it really pulls back the curtain on the logistics.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Like, we plan our trips, book our flights, but there are so many variables completely outside our control.
Exactly. And this situation, it kind of highlights that, the domino effect from just one bad weather system. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening.
Yeah.
What other unseen factors, these sort of hidden gears in the travel machine, might affect your plans someday? Things you maybe haven't considered before.
Yeah. It's definitely more than just getting from A to B. Food for thought.
Yeah.
Thanks for breaking that down.
Glad to. It was certainly an unusual one.